Hello to my FM Signals Info show. My name is still Damian Galsch from good old Germany, and you're welcome to another 48 hours technical analysis and synthesis. Today with the New Zealand dollar chief. So analyze the stuff again, it's still yours. Okay guys, it's 1957 in Central European time, of course, or the 28th February 2012, the second last day in February, or even 1357 in New York, or in Oakland or Wellington, of course, 7:58 in the morning on Wednesday. Zurich, of course, 1958 Central European time. However, welcome again, and here are the 30-minute chart of New Zealand chief, and perhaps we've got in January something like an upside trend, and here in February perhaps something like a button, like a top here. So who knows? However, yes, we will see what will happen. But here we see right now. Here we've got a great sell-off. But in this week, by the way, we've got to try come back, but we are falling again. So very interesting formation, very unusually chart here in this last week. So very interesting fact on intraday time frame, and yes, we will see what will happen. So okay, let's create an analysis. Here are the two lines. One is 48. Here the short one 48. So means daily. If you want a daily average, and here 240 weekly if you want. And interesting fact, here we've got something like here we see this upside trend. Here sideways, here this massive upside trend in December So I was pretty bullish here in one of the old videos here as we was here, but I was still pretty bullish last week, let me say honestly, but this week in this crossfade, yeah, the Franc strikes back if you want. Of course, Franc strikes back if you want. And yes, I don't know what. Okay, Euro Chief is a cross pair for itself, but if we are watching the another crossfade from the Chief, it seems like that the Chief is growing again. Okay, tomorrow is the last day of the month. End of the month, I'm always creating yes, a monthly review, and yes, I will also create a video about this theme. So pips, and I'm thinking yes right here right now that the Chief is rising again. Perhaps I don't have the future chart here of the Chief, but it wouldn't wondering me if we are back on track or back on a slightly bullish trend. I don't know, however we will see it. Let's come down or back to this chart, and this chart even seems for me here what I want to say here, or why I'm choosing this trend lines here on the short term. We see here we've got something like a bath, and here also, and here even, of course, here the sell-off come again, and here we are the bulls have, or let me explain in this imagine pictures, the bulls didn't have enough power or energy to yes, to fight the weekly downside trend. So I'm accepting lower prices, by the way, and this FM signal video is even yes, and short entry for new lows, and we will see what will happen. So not only for this week, perhaps for the next month we will see perhaps come down from the upside trend even in December and January. So, and by the way, yes, some trader sent me an email, told me, yeah, great entry opportunities, but where are the stops, or where is the target? Yes, of course, I'm what should I say, I'm making this, or I'm trying to creating this video free of charge, and I will make in the future and payable, how do you say in English, not free of charge subscription, and then I will give you also a trading opportunity where I would buy, sell, and where I would take the stop. Of course, if you are to take a stop is also a question of your risk management. What should I say? If you're yeah, what your trading plan is, if you're enough to make 10 pips every day, or 20 pips, or 30 pips, 50 pips, however, then always create a stop. Some traders, some traders I know, they are trading without stops, and have yes a lot of success with this, because they don't have so much how do you say in English, trading costs, and make a lot of money without stops. Some pay, even are squeezed out and have 5-6 stops. It's yes, I'll analyze this. That's the reason why I'm saying analyze this stuff again. It's still yours. So yes, but I will try to send you, or to telling you here I would go short the stop, where I would create a stop, and what the target should be. So the target, in my opinion, is always, when I'm let me explain for a short while. When I get a trade here, right now it's 70, the stop are 30 pips, so I'm accepting 30 pips at least. So by the way, and then would create a stop at first target then, and then yes, watching the chart, the formation, and then I would even play the stuff above or under or between even a trading range. However, but this I will explain another time. A great idea, a great, how to say, yes, a great idea. Yes, okay, but I'm not your personality trading coach. Okay, by the way, so I'm only wanna give you some trading ideas and even make some, how do you say in English, some spots for my subscription in the next month, or yes, in next quarter when I will start with it. However, come back to this or down. Here is yes, that looks like even for me to get shorts. It smells and it's a good taste, of course. Here signals also sending. I will tell you in the end what signals these are. Okay. So let's create here some lines, and here I'm creating here in the middle of the start of February here this line, and we see here downside trend, upside trend, and here we are falling back again. So yes, as I'm saying, it starts the chief. Perhaps the chief strikes back, not so fast, not so furious. Here it looks like more than it is, 50-70 pips, but interesting and tradable, of course, and that's what I'm searching for. Even make some pips and an unusually formation here. So interesting area. However, here the next line, much more interesting. Here we see here the lows and the highs before and after the low. Here this fails breakout after map above, here above the lines. So two, as I could here painting also and triangle if you want, here above, here, and selling how to say, a bull's fake out, fails breakout if you want aftermath, and here once again. So that indicates even to me not extreme much pressure, but it seems like lower prices here until the end of the week. So, and here the question again with the stops, I don't know where. So yeah, it's your own trading risk management where to put the stops and go out. But of course, yes, of course. Okay. However, let's go further here. Interesting fact is for me here this area. So we are selling in a falling knife, but here are perhaps some bulls which also take the contrarian position, thinking, oh, perhaps this is a better price area to buy, and that are the traders, yes, which against those are the counterparts of this trade video. So by the way, also I don't, if I'm watching all my videos, I've gotten, how to say, an trading score about something a little bit above 50%, and that's enough. I never said every video is right or every prediction or every trend, and yes, if you got a little bit more than 50% right, then if you got a consequent risk management, you can make some money on the forex, and yeah, that's all. So that's all. Okay. So by the way, I would prefer the short side. Even here we will have some turbulence, perhaps tonight or tomorrow morning, while Europe will start, or tonight when New Zealand will start. So stay aware. But I would still prefer the long side, the short side. Excuse me. Okay. Yeah, let's go further. Here are the reason why. on the short-term view. Here we see daily moving average 48.8 at 30 minutes, and here the weekly 230, if I'm not wrong, yes, and here once again 2. So I'm accepting here, if we are, before we saw this, we've got here something like an a weekly 1 week sideways trend. So I wouldn't be wondering if we get here perhaps all the week a sideways trend. So, but I would still prefer the short side. If we are trading up, here I would create a stop at 75.46 by my broker. I would create a stop here. These are from here 50 pips. So I'm accepting also 75, 74 and even lower prices in this area. So here, if we go here, I'm accepting that we are falling about this sideways trend. So even from January, and then come down perhaps to December. So the target even is an interesting area if you want. So, however, let's go a little bit, let's zoom a little bit and watch these from the intraday here. What interesting is, here are the, how do you say in English, the Fibo lines, yes, the Fibo lines, high and the low of this week. And we saw here at the start of the week, we're creating the lows, then the highs, and here we are falling right here, right now, straightly proudly since yesterday, since Auckland opened, Wellington, excuse me, and Zurich, we are here on the downside. So right here, right now, that's also why we've got the signals, or the sound alerts, sound signals. We are trading here around about 23.6 high-low Fibonacci line. So that was the reason, and the sound alerts, of course, and yes. However, I'm accepting here that we will trading here while New York, and even hoping or speculating, trading that we will fall down. These are the weekly Fibo lines, high lows. Here are the monthly one, if you want. And if we see the monthly, we are also in this line here. Here we see the highs of the month. Here this fails breakout was the high. Then here short signal 2. Here 1, 2. If you want three reasons to sell after map, and even hoping or trading that this upside or downside trend will continue and and that the bulls are giving up here. So if you want, but of course perhaps I'm too optimistic as a bear and the bulls squeeze me out and we will trade here at higher prices. But yes, we will see. That's the bet. I don't know how it will end. However, let's get perhaps to come to an end or to point the yearly high and lows and Fibo lines, and what we are seeing here, of course, here the yearly highs 76, 61, and here, of course, oops, that was another line. Here the 50. Here we are around about the 50 area. So we're in the middle of the yearly prices. So on a yearly basis. So interesting fact, and that's also a signal on reason gets to come in. How do you say in English? Yes, it's the middle price of this year. Here we've got high prices, and perhaps we are trading it here right here now in a new area, even perhaps to come down. Okay, I wouldn't say new lows, but who knows in the next 2-3 months. But this video is only for the next 48 hours, so I'm accepting here this trade to go short. The stop is here, 50 pips or a little bit above, 60 pips here at 0.7546, and the target are at least come to an end here. Oh, where it is. One moment. Come to an end. Not here. Here's it. So here we see the lines pretty well. Here we are, and I'm selecting lower prices than 74.50. 74 should be a target, and then we are slightly in a nicely downside trend. And where it will go, who knows? But who knows, perhaps I'm too optimistic, too bearish or too bullish for this cross rate, but I'm not very bullish. I don't have an overview about another cross rates from the chief and the Kiwi dollar. So analyze the stuff again, analyze every cross rate, and yes, analyze the stuff again. It's yours. It's yours. Means of course it's your decision to go long, short, or delete this video, or be amused of it. However, thank you for watching this video, spending your time. Wish you the best. Have a great trading day, and talking to you tomorrow. Bye bye. Bye.